Good morning and welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing really well today. So it's now just coming up for 6 o'clock in the morning. I've been out here working for the past half an hour. Got all my listings launched from the draft bank, and now I'm just about to pick and pack my orders. So had a reasonably okay day yesterday. So I've got 10 orders to go through. So I'll quickly go through that with you, just to let you know what I actually did sell. The day yesterday was kind of very busy. Seems to be always very busy, but I managed to pick up yesterday was a real sourcing day. So picked up a load of items. So this is actually all my rejected stuff, but managed to pick up, I think it was nearly 50 items yesterday. So really, really good sourcing day. And I need to get my items photographed and listed this morning. So I'm going to do that, but I have got a bit of an issue when it comes to my boxes. I've now run out of boxes. So I'm probably going to have to either do something called a consolidation, which basically means I need to these boxes are going to have space in them for me to kind of move them from one into the other to consolidate it, so I can actually get some of these boxes. I'm also going to probably do a run to the supermarket. So if you didn't know, these are tortilla wrap boxes. They basically hold the tortilla wraps, and I get these from Lidl. So I'll probably pop in there and see if I can pick up a couple of boxes extra. But I do need to do a consolidation because I am starting to run out of a little bit of space. Still got plenty of space. The actual unit has a good capacity, but I'm trying to actually just be as efficient and actually try and work just in this area as I can. For me, I think I may well be a little bit obsessed with just making sure that everything is tidy and clean lines. I don't want mess around me. So moving around to the other side, all this area I have space to put more racking in here, so I can go all there's loads of space here for racking. On this one, this is my shoe one, I have actually just done a consolidation in there, so I've got more space under there if I need to, but I can also put in more racks down here as well. So I've still got the capacity, I've got plenty of space left. But yeah, I want to just make sure everything is nice and efficient. I'm probably in the realms of about to go up on my listing. So I'm doing 15 a day. I probably am going to go up to 20 sooner rather than later. I know that there is some new AI tech coming out very soon when it comes to listing. So that should make my eBay life a lot easier. But yeah, well, once that comes out, then that's where I'm definitely going to jump up. I haven't quite decided how many, because it comes into how much stock I can actually physically pick up. Right, so let's get on with the picking and packing, and I'll show you what I sold. Right, first one we've got is a pair of trainers actually, and this is by Nike. They're the Nike Dunk Highs, and these are a women's one. So these are the Nike Dunks. I've had these for a long time actually. So these were listed in August 2024. So one of my very, very oldest listings in the whole store. Got £19.97 plus the shipping on this one. Yeah, just pleased to move these on. Right, next we've got a pair of jeans. These are by Replay. And the key thing on this one is actually they've got the selvage seam on them. I don't think I'm going to be able to show you. I'll try and put a picture of what selvage means. But it just basically means that it's a higher quality construction of the jeans. Normally these are you might find these from Japan and places like that. But so this one here was listed in January of this year. So it's been around for a little while now, 6 months nearly. But we've got a good price on it, £39.79 for this one. Right, Replay jeans just there. As I say, yeah, these are the selvage ones. Right, next order, which is a jacket. This is a leather jacket by Levi's. Had this for quite some time actually, since February of this year, and managed to get £35 plus the shipping. I had it up for a lot more expensive. I think I had at one point, I think it was 60, 65, but slowly been reducing until I found that sweet spot, and then like it's now and I finally sold. So pleased to get it moved on. So £35 plus the shipping. There we go. I'm going to put this into a slightly bigger bag. So I'll put this into like one of my like purple eBay bags, making sure I put the thank you card in there as well. I'm not convinced it does that much, but as a visual thing for the customer, it just looks, I think, in my opinion, it looks a little bit more professional. So that's why I do it. Right, next we've got a shirt. This is a vintage Polo Ralph Lauren, and it's the slim fit. Listed in April, and we've got £18 plus the shipping on this one. Right, you can see that this one here has got the old style tag on it, so that's, you can tell it's actually a vintage item, that one. Right, so next, which I've got something that is not ideal for me. I've actually sold a pair of inline skates. These are listed in May of this year, so like not too long, but I've only got £15. I think I only paid like a couple of pounds for these at the car boot sale. But still, getting £15 back is not ideal, and it means I need to like pack these up as well. So so the one nice thing is I actually have got a box for them already, so I just need to like pad these out a little bit more, get the label put onto it, and then they'll be like good to go. So it shouldn't thankfully take too long to actually get these packed up. Right, all packed up, ready to go. Fairly easy, that one. Right, the next like few are items that I've picked up like really quite recently. So this is like the key thing. What I'm trying to do is actually sell through like as quickly as I possibly can. But 1, 2, 3, so but the next 4, they were all picked up no more than 2 weeks ago. So they've sold like really quickly, and majority have sold like for really good money as well. So next one is a pair of Explorer trousers by Monterey, and these were listed June of 2025. Got £19.77 plus the shipping on this one. Didn't go for quite as much as I was hoping, because they do have a slight defect on it. So the back pocket is starting to come a little bit unpeeled, but still like sold like super quick anyway. Right, it's the Monterey. Right, next we've got a tracksuit. So this one here is a puffer dry fit tracksuit. So the top part of it is actually like kind of slightly more like padded, and this like literally was I think listed a few days ago, and we've got £44.77 for this one, and plus the shipping obviously, but yeah, super fast. Definitely when it comes to things like tracksuits, some people kind of much prefer to actually sell the individual, so the tops and the trousers. Me personally, I like the idea of actually selling both in one piece. But so good value, £44 for those ones. Would have only paid like literally no more than like a £5 for it, like for the two. So yeah, pleased with that one. 194.99. Right, there we go. So we've got the swoosh logo on there as well. So it's a nice like bright one, that one. Right, last two, and they're both shorts. So with the weather we've had, like shorts are definitely flying out the door. So but these particular ones, the brands of these ones are very, very strong. So this is by Oliver Brown, and this one here I listed, I think it was yesterday, and they sold for £30 plus the shipping. And yeah, like these are the navy blue ones. Nice thing about these ones is the size of them. They're a nice big size waist 38, so definitely like the bigger sizes do really well on these ones. Right, these are the Oliver Brown. One of the things bits to actually look out for on most of them, not all of them, but they actually have these like buckles at the side of the waistband. It actually does say on there Oliver Brown on there as well, but they're a great one to actually keep an eye out for. Right, and the very last one, which is another pair of Oliver Brown shorts. So these ones here are like, they're a blue and white gingham style. As you see, that's the logo to like look out for. And again, exactly the same when it comes to the buckle on there. You can normally like tell like little telltale signs on there, little logos on there as well. But these ones, like either because they're a little bit different, they've got like a slightly different design, they actually are worth more. So we've got £59.77 plus the shipping for these ones. And again, like listed, I think yesterday, I think it was. So like super quick selling. So definitely like keep an eye out for those ones as well. Right, just double checking to see what my report was for yesterday. So we had 10 sales in total. So that was a real like kind of like nice boost from like the day before, which was like pretty terrible. So there's 145% increase. So we had 10 sales, totaling £313.62. The real nice thing is actually my average cost of goods for that. So £31.36. We had some really nice kind of like high value ones, which definitely pushed that up. So all in all, yeah, I'm pretty pleased with yesterday. It'd be nice if that happens every single day, which it doesn't, but right, so that's that. That's all the postage. I'm going to like get those dropped off fairly soon, but the shop is not open as of yet. So it normally opens at 7. So now just coming up for 6:30. I think next what I'm going to do is I'm going to like do some pictures. So I'll get those like photographed. So I normally try and do like batches of sets of 20. Because I'm like listing 15 a day, it means that I actually am putting an extra 5 into the draft bank each day. So that's the idea. Once I kind of like increase my listings, then I'll probably look to actually do more. So if I'm going to list 20, I'll probably like do 25 a day or maybe a little bit more. So we'll see. But yeah, that's next job. Right, just before I do the photographs, I think I'm going to quickly show you what I mean by doing a consolidation as well. Because I've now run out of boxes and I need these to actually put stock away, what I need to do is actually like consolidate this area. So I'm going to do a few so you can actually see what I mean by, I think first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my first box here. So as you can see, I've got my box here, and this like the first number at the front is 15516. What I'm going to do is going to try and push these up as much as I possibly can, creating like some more space over here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my next box, and then the front one, so the one at the very front, which is 15600, that will then like go directly to the back, freeing up a little bit more space in this one. So this one then is now full again. So I only put in one, then that will go back onto the shelf. When I do that, I can then go back to the next one. And then on the opposite one, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push that all forward, creating some space at the back again, and then put probably a couple into the back there. So that's now like created another full one. That will then go back onto the shelf. And this is very much just a case of rinse and repeat. I'll like keep going, and then from this one, move it all the way forward. Take out, keeping everything all in order. So you want to make sure the SKU numbers are going in sequential order. So done 5 or 6 of those in there. That will then go back up. This is definitely not one of my favorite jobs, but it is one of those necessary evils. Slide those all forwards. A few go in the back. Right, so we go to the left hand side one, move that forward. And we just, as long as we're like making sure that we are precise and we don't make mistakes, this is like a really easy one to actually do. Right, just had my breakfast and I was just about to head out to drop some parcels off, but we just had the magic cha-ching just come through, so I thought I might as well pick that one out as well. And it's a nice sale as well, nice one to start the day off. Right, so we got a shirt by John Varvatos. This is a merino wool shirt. It is brand new with tags as well. New, it was $298 for this. This is more of an American brand, but I've been picking up a couple recently. And got £69.77 plus the shipping, so really strong one, this one. So there we go. So it's tags on it. So yeah, like really nice strong sale, that one. Right, we got the IKEA bag. So the nice thing for me is that I've actually got a new drop-off place. So my local kind of like convenience store, they now actually like take every parcels, which is an absolute like result for me. So because I can actually just like walk there. It's probably about, I don't know, 4-minute walk. And on a day like today, which is absolutely glorious, it's perfect. So yeah, like really thankful that that's actually like come in now. So just like walking like to the shops, which is like the best one. But this is definitely like my favorite coffee shop around here. It's a nice local one, little independent coffee shop. Right, so that's another like job done. So I'm now going to get back home. I'm going to get like showered and then I'm going to like head out. So I'm going to like do the drop a load of clothes off at the cash for clothes, probably do a little bit of charity shopping and then get back and carry on with the day. But today is like, it feels so much better today. Like the temperature wise is a really nice, pleasant. You can walk along in shorts and t-shirt. It's past few days have been like so ridiculously hot that you can't actually do anything. So yep. Right, I'm finally heading off now. It's just gone 10 o'clock in the morning. I've got like filled up the car. I think one of the issues when it comes to like time sucks is, I suppose, like social media. So what I've been doing, like I've been faffing about like putting out a TikTok video. So again, any form of like social media, if you want to do it correctly, it's going to take time to formulate plans and to come up with ideas, and that takes time. So there is a little bit of like of me like thinking, right, okay, like is it actually worth like doing the whole social media when I could really like just concentrate on my eBay business? Because like fundamentally my eBay business is the bit that makes me the money. Social media doesn't really. I earn a very like a small amount from you lovely people on YouTube. I don't get anything from TikTok or anything like that, but I do think in the long term it may be something that I may be able to incorporate into the business a little bit more. But yeah, it's something that I'm still struggling with. I'm still a little bit inconsistent when it comes to like the social media side as well. eBay, I'm definitely not inconsistent. I'm like, that is my be all and end all. But so anyway, 10 o'clock now. It's really starting to ramp up in temperature again. I know I was saying that it was beautiful out, 24 degrees at the moment, so still nice. But let's go and like get on with the rest of the day. Right, that's a little bit of a spanner in the works. Went to Cash for Clothes to find out that they are closed today. So that's a bit of a pain in the backside. So I'm going to have to go back home. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop all this stuff at my lockup. Just like leave it there for a couple of days, just like to get it out of my hair. But these things happen, so like I'm certainly not going to lose any sleep over it. But I'm also like I'm not probably going to like bother going to Source. So like I was going to go like charity shopping while they were counting it, but I don't think I'm going to bother with that now. I've got a good amount of stock, so I can be getting home and getting on with that. I also like need to like ideally do a edit a video as well. so I can get that out, because it's been a while since I've actually had a YouTube video out. So yeah, like, I'm just going to get back home now. What is the time now? It's just gone 10:30. So yeah, we rock. Right, if you're new to the channel, you might not know that I used to run my business out of garages, so that's why I used to like keep all my stock. So it's been like quite some time since I've actually like come to one of my lockups, and so it definitely feels a bit weird coming back in here. So we're pretty much like all empty in here, or a couple of like bits and pieces, but nothing too much. So yeah, it feels definitely a bit strange, a bit like it's probably been a couple of months, probably 6 weeks since I was in here last. So yeah, all a bit weird. All right, that's it, all dropped off. So I'm gonna now head to Lidl, I think. Go and see if I can find some more boxes for the storage unit. Right, we have arrived at Lidl. Right, so these are the ones. Right, so it's mission accomplished. Lunch as well, and I'm going to get one of these French rolls, but also like a bit of steak. So steak is actually coming in at £3.99, and this one here is 99p. So like a pretty like kind of cheap lunch. All right, let's see if the dog is pleased to see me. Here she is. Here she is. That should be good. Your mum's slippers there. What have you done with that? Someone is whacked out. It's a bit warm again. But I'm going to now like hit the photos. So I'm going to like do 20 sets of pictures. Once I've done that, then I think I'm going to stop and actually have a bit of lunch. And once I've had lunch, I'm going to get back and do my listing. So I'll get those all put on as well. So yeah, that's the thing. I'm probably like going to put some music on just while I'm doing this. The nice thing with doing photography, it's not something that you need to like think about too much. It's very much a mechanical process, so you just have to go through the motions and just get it done. But yeah, so like 20 should take me about 40 minutes. So I've done timings before, and usually it will take me like 2 minutes per item. So that means like taking all the pictures of it and bagging it all up and then putting it into like the boxes. Right, that's all pictures done now. Dog is absolutely flat out. It's getting really hot in here now as well. I'm probably gonna have to like open up both doors and potentially get the fan going as well. But it's now lunchtime, so I'm gonna go and cook up a bit of steak. Right, so this is definitely not a food review channel, but like I'm gonna like give you a quick like what I do to prepare my steaks and how I actually make, in my opinion, one of the very best like steak sandwiches. So first and foremost, let's get this out. Right, one of the first things to do is make sure that these are actually out of the fridge and they get up to like close to room temperature. So it's important to make sure that they're not so cold, and when you actually put it into the pan, they actually go into shock. And so we want to like get them to like room temperature. Right, then the basics. We've just got Himalayan pink salt, and we're going to actually put some whole black peppercorns in as well. I'm going to like grind these on. I'm going to be like fairly liberal with these. Right, so now, as I say, like it's scalding hot. This will literally take like maybe 30 seconds each side. So just like so. Might even want to do a timer for this one. Right, I can still see it like going already. So what I'm going to do is got my tongs, and I'm just going to flip those over nice and quickly. Got a nice bit of charring on there. over as well. Right, and then we're going to do that for another 30 seconds as well. So seasoning nicely. So once that's done, I'm going to then transfer it back over to my boards, cover it over because I want to let this rest. So what we want to do is make sure that inside the juices are going to start to relax, and then it will re-suck up the juice again, just to make it really taste really good. Right, we're getting nearly there. Okay, as I say, these are really, really thin, so it won't take long at all, these. Right, so that's just coming up for that 30 seconds. So I think I'm going to call it there. Have a quick look to the back. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so that's all done. So I'm going to let them sit over here. Right, so while that's doing that, I'm going to prepare the bread. Right, because there's nice juices in there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that straight on top of there, and I'm going to try and crisp that up a little bit, just so it creates a little bit of a a crust. And then I'll turn that over, do the other side. Right, you can see here now what's happening is that's starting to relax now. All the juices are starting to flow out. So I might even turn that over. It's good. And what we want to do, quick look at that. It's starting to get a little bit of char on it. So for me, ideally, letting it rest should be the same amount of time that it was actually cooked for. So this one here was cooked for just over a minute. So realistically, it should be rested for at least a minute. It won't be a bad thing to actually do that for a couple of minutes. Right, next, which I'm going to do is actually something a nice little dressing. So I'm going to do mayonnaise and mustard. So mustard mayonnaise, really tasty this. So we're just going to do a couple of teaspoons of mayonnaise. And I'm going to do the 1 teaspoon of mustard. Straight in there, and then we give that a good mix up. Checking on the bread. That's nice and toasted now. Right, then what I'm going to do as well, quickly show you. So just on here, all this juice now has actually just come out. So what we're going to do is get our toasted bread, and we are just going to give it a nice soaking in there. That's going to suck up a lot of those juice. That's just we're just building up flavour. So what I'm also going to do is give that a little bit of seasoning on it as well. Right, so that is now pretty much all prepared. We've got the mustard mayonnaise, steaks already. The nice warm bread is all good to go. So what I'm going to now do is actually just going to slice this up. Right. You can smell the peppercorns. So that's one lot. And then once I've cut this, then I'm going to start to construct. Right, so that's plenty. Right, so next what I'm going to do, get the mayonnaise, get the bread, and I'm just going to be really quite liberal with it. That will go all over there. I'll do the other side as well. Right, so put all the mayonnaise, and then what we're going to do is we're going to just start layering up the meat. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot there. Right, I'm gonna like that. That's plenty for me, and then like I've got enough fluff for the dog as well. Right, time to tuck in. I think that looks incredible. Apologies like for the screaming in the background. That's my house backs onto a school playing field, and it's lunchtime for those as well. Right, let me have a quick bite of this just to see what it's like. Oh yeah. The mustard mayonnaise is just elite. So good. Right, I'm going to enjoy this. I think Nola is going to enjoy a bit as well. Would you say? Is it nice? You want more, don't you? Right, I think I'm going to call the video there today. I've been wittering on all day, going down the route of actually showing my lunch as well, so I'm not sure exactly like where that came from, but hopefully you enjoyed that. Again, this is like literally half a day for me. It's now just gone 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm like going to be carrying on like doing a load of listings. I've got kind of like my Zoom calls this evening as well, but hope you all have an absolutely incredible rest of the week. And obviously don't forget, like, if you've got any questions, if you've got any comments, get involved in the comments below, because I always like reading those as well. So thanks again, really do appreciate it, and I will catch you on the next one.